So, where is the risk here? What madness is going to ensue in this election? We don't know what content we're going to be consuming. That's AI that gets us enraged. And then we start hating each other. Who knows what stories, what fears the market has about. Is Trump going to impose a 10% tariff on everything? Is this going to happen? Is that going to happen? Election years are all about the government giving out candy to appease the voters. And that's more cowbell in my mind. Hey, money. Talkers buckle up for a wild ride through the financial carnival. Because today, we're diving deep into the crypto chaos election. Madness, AI-induced rage, and the never-ending wonders of market fears. It's all part of the content roller coaster we're riding. Will Trump impose a 10% tariff on everything? The market's got more uncertainties than a plot twist in a mystery novel. But drop your crypto tales in the comments, smash that like button, and get ready for a front row seat to the crypto battles, unfolding right here on Money Talks. Now grab your popcorn as we shift gears into a discussion with the one and only Raw. Raoul Pal, don't use leverage today, proved it. Don't overtrade. Just have patience if you're going to have a degen book. Have 10% of your assets in your degen book. And keep off DeFi. Don't go out trying to lend stuff for fancy returns. Because you get rug pulled if you're not careful. You've added a layer of risk. And before you know, you don't own your coins anymore. And the game is over for you, so don't do that. Also look, most exchanges nowadays are high quality and relatively safe. But if you can, you should not keep your coins on an exchange that exposes other risks. So you need to have wallet hygiene. Just store things on different ledger devices or whatever. Don't store it in one wallet. Don't use that wallet for everything. Because then everybody sees your wallet and you can be open to a scam. So just do that and just don't FOMO into the shiny thing. Because that is a sure way of losing money. And just step back. Let the madness and show have a smile on your face. Watch it, but try not to get caught up in it if you do use your 10% of your book to get caught in the madness, so you could laugh at yourself. Because I guarantee that 90% of you will lose 90% of money in that book. Some of your friends will make the 100x and you'll be always thinking, I can be them. You won't be. You never will be. People are starting to feel confident again, right? And it took them a long time through 2023 to start to believe that the economy could recover, that it wasn't going to hell in a handbasket. And it was okay to be bullish again. And look, it's just the business cycle, and that's normal. It took people a while. It took people are wild to recover from. But my crypto went down 75%. I'm like, no, shill, like it does this all the time. You'll just hang on, stick with it, don't up. So yes, we're seeing confidence come back. You're seeing more engagement in videos. You're seeing a lot more interest in crypto. Again, people starting to say, I get it now. All of that kind of stuff. So that's been great. We've also, we've got as we built this new platform that I've mentioned before, there's a whole free component. Now we've built education for people. That's free as well, so people just go to real. Come Scott, go there. It's free, but this whole education about crypto to not up. We're just trying to help as many people as possible as you are. Just help them navigate this, because once you've been around the block a few times, you know how it plays out. The kind of smaller tokens and speculative stuff that I've got. And I check that all the time. Don't even check the P&L. I'm just like, are they up or down 20% today? Because they invariably are up and down 20%. The gold people really hate the ETF. They think it broke their world, like they thought the futures. And yes, look, there is a reality of the fact that this is keeping money inside the TradeIR system. But we also know it's like tourists. They go on holiday. Look at this great country, like you come to the Cayman Islands. You start thinking, maybe I could move there, and before you know it, you buy an apartment there or whatever it is, right? People, as you said before, they come in through the Bitcoin ETF. They look around and like, I want some of that me coin ridiculousness, or NFTs, or I want to sport a punk. And that before you know it, they're in crypto land full time. So our pals dropping crypto wisdom bombs like confetti in this bull market with macro backing RLS got some golden rules for crypto enthusiasts, and we're diving deep into the treasure trove of his insights. Don't use leverage. Today's events are proof that caution is the name of the game. Avoid overtrading, just hold and have patience. Rule Leo is the ancient proverb fortune favors the patient if you're diving into the book. Keep it to 10% of your assets. A sensible approach in the turbulency of crypto, and for the love of crypto steer clear of DeFi. It's a risk-laden rabbit hole that even Alice might hesitate to venture into. Raoul's preaching wallet. Hygiene, spread your coins like you're making a crypto sandwich. Don't be afraid of shiny things. It's a sure way to kiss your money. Goodbye. Ours insights are a reality check, reminding us that 90% of the time you'll lose 90% of the money in that degree book. So buckle up, let the madness unfold, have a smile on your face and laugh at yourself. Is some tokens with new charts will do well. Who's that going to be? Is that going to be, you know what? We've seen it with Bond. Could it be with any of the others? A whole bunch of these. And that's a bit of a crapshoot who gets an option. The one thing that for everybody else to bear in mind is that these cycles tend to play out the same way. So it tends to start with crypto spring. Is Bitcoin dense? We then start transitioning later spring, and it seems to be always D5 season. I don't know why, but D5 season starts taking off. Then you start hitting alt season when global liquidity starts increasing year on year. Old season hits, and ETH starts outperforming Bitcoin. And then you get some of these ridiculous tail events, also NFTs lag. So we're kind of like we were beginning of last year in crypto, where some of the NFTs have found a base and are rallying, others are still bleeding. Obviously, some of those will go to zero, obviously, but that NFT space, it really takes off when ETH goes to all-time highs. That's what happened last time around. And then it utterly explodes because everyone's got money to recycle it by trophy assets. Everybody wants to buy a punk, and then off it goes again. So we've got that madness still to come. We've still got another leg, meme coin madness, dog coin madness, comes later still. So that's in Q2 is kind of dog coin madness to come. So all of the psychology of the Dagons that will play out as normal, plus the sensible bets of the right layer ones. This is something I'm toying with, so here's my probability set, 60% chance. It's a regular cycle somewhat, like the last cycle, but maybe a bit more like the previous cycle, that 2017 that got a little bit crazy. I think there's a 20% chance that maybe it all gets front-loaded because we get all of the retail demand via the ETF, and it actually is a shorter cycle than expected. If you think the previous cycle was actually a bit stunted versus is where people's expectations were maybe. This is, in terms of time, the other outcome I've got. The other 20% chance is that this is a gigantic bubble cycle somewhere between the 2012-13 version and the 2015, because everybody can now participate, and total madness ensues, and I don't know which one of those three it's going to be. But they've all got a decent chance. Maybe it's my bags and future wealth talking, but I lean towards the latter, but I do have a premise for that, and I'll tell you why. I believe you think about everybody was a little bit shocked that we didn't have a final leg last time around. So they now got that imprint like they've all been waiting for the down 50% leg, the COVID leg, which is not going to happen again. So they're now all expecting that it to be a smaller cycle. And I always look for where can the crowd be wrong but still be right, which is like it's going up but it goes up more. Everybody's been through that cycle. I have everybody as you come in on Bitcoin and then you walk into the candy store and it's like, holy, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And before you know it, you're doing ridiculous things you should never be doing and having a lot of fun doing it, even knowing that it's crazy. It's time for a deep dive into the expansive crypto ocean with Raoul Pal. The waves are turbulent and Raoul's are the helm navigating us through the intricate currents of the crypto universe. which tokens will ride the waves of success. It's a bit of a crapshoot, but RL's got the crypto compass pointing toward alt, season NFT explosions, and even a dose of Doncoin madness in Q2 Raoul unveils his probability. Set a regular cycle, a front-loaded sprint, or a gigantic bubble cycle. The suspense is real, and RLS unraveling the threads of uncertainty. Rose leaning toward the latter, fueled by the belief that everyone's been waiting for a smaller cycle. But the crypto carnival might just surprise us. The crowd expects a shorter cycle, but what if it goes up even more? It's a wild ride, and Rel's here to guide us through the twists and turns of this financial roller coaster. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time. Happy.